Hi, friend. Oh, hi, Stacy. Hi, Leanne. Hello, Tanya. So sorry about being late. We had to go to the warehouse at Doodlebug today. Had a huge order to bring back, and it was Lexi's first time there, so we spent a little extra time. But then we had to make your kits. So tomorrow morning, all your kits are going out that have been waiting. We picked everything up, and so thank you for understanding that I had to go half hour later. But we are going to get started on the inside cover. Sorry, I just need to grab some lotion. Ugh, we've been working with paper all day and my hands are so dry. Okay, so last night when I was live, we created all of our pieces and parts that we built with um, the cardstock that was in our kit. So we made this little guy. So we are going to go ahead and start here with our inside cover, and I will do the same. I will not mat these inside pieces till last, and we can do, because I like to use what's left. So we are going to start here with our little froggies and our little tuck pocket, so it's not a gusset pocket, and that's where we're going to start tonight. There we go. My hands were so dry. I'm going to go ahead and take out my little piece that we made. So I want my cover here, and remove this. So we are going to start with I want to make sure of something. So some of the patterns I am going to have to check. No, we did not. We used I just have to check the size. Your 6x8 is a little bit smaller. So we are going to start diving into the 12x12 papers. Okay, there we go. So did anybody start their cute little album? Oops. Okay, let me see what we're going to use here. So you can see I took these two guys off. So we're going to take that off first off because I want to make sure we have those. So we'll just remove our border strip. All the kids are going out to to Monica. Yeah, all your kids will go to Monica, so no worries, guys. She'll take good care of them for you, right, Monica? No, they're all going out tomorrow. That's why we're going to use these. That's why I was late. Lexi and I and Rick were all getting kits made. Yeah. Yes, we can just send them all to Monica. We're going to use this side, but I want to show you guys something. Okay, because we need it to be 8 inches long. I'm just checking my measurement. This can be a little bit longer, but we're going to cut this at 6. Okay, we're going to also double check before I cut because I don't want to. I think we cut it a little bit wider, so hold on just a second there. Yep, 6 1/4. But we only needed 8. Okay, so my 6 1/4, I do cut off just a little bit at the top, but it preserves the rest of that, okay? And then we have our 6 1/4 by 8, and it's a little bit longer. That's okay because our cover is a little bit longer than our pages. So it's 6 1/4. Now we have a tuck pocket that comes down here at the bottom. And this will butt, if you do 6 1/4, it's going to butt right up on the edge. And then we do have a pink ribbon that will cover. Okay, so make sure it's not too wide. I think I'll take it down just a 1/16 of an inch. Oh, Tanya, no, they're going out tomorrow. And that thing says April 20. Oh, never mind. We need to take the ship the week of off. Okay, I understand now. You guys, I need a nap. Can you tell? Okay, so I'm going to put this right up at the top. And it's short, but we have a tuck pocket. Hi, Tian. And so I'm not worried about that at all. Might have, if I get my tools out. I'm even drinking coffee this late, let me tell you. But that's okay. I will sleep. So I'm leaving just a little tiny bit of a space, but we have ribbon that goes there if you purchase the kit. Thank you. Tanya has created a guide in our guide. It's called Guide Number 3 in Scrapbookers, where she's adding the tutorials. Hi, Tiffany. One thing, excuse me, one thing that I just did, and I cannot believe I just did this. I used the wrong paper. So, for those of you waiting for your kit, don't do what I just did. I'm not awake. Oh, goodness, I got to pay a little more attention. I used the wrong piece of paper. But that's okay. Thank goodness I have another one. So I'm going to set those aside. This is the one that I should have used, but see the difference? And you have 2 of these in your kit. So you have 2. And one is for the cut aparts and one is for this. And that's okay. The only thing that I'm going to need it for is these. So for those of you also, if you just cut because you're following me, really there's no problem. I'm just doing a quick walk change. Here, let's see. So see this one? Nope, we use that with our 6x8. We've already pulled that. So I think everything is just fine. It's just, and actually I've got a couple of those left. Oh, we're okay. Well, design changes happen, and the only thing that was hurt was actually nothing, because I still have my little thingies here, so we're good. But I will use this down here for the pocket. That is no problem. And we want to make our little tuck pocket at 2 3/4. So you want to get out a piece. I know it's super similar. And wow, it was too similar. You have to really look at those patterns. Okay. So, yeah, that's too short. So I'm going to, oh, no. I'm going to use this is that piece from your white matting. Okay. And we want to match it to that. We're going to map this so it'll be nice and heavy. But it is the 65 pound. And we want to cut 2 3/4 because I don't like to just mat with my cardstock. I don't feel that it's heavy enough. Thank you for covering for me, Tiff. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 6 1/4, but I'm going to take that little bit 1/16 of an inch off like I did before so it matches. And we will cut the matting to go on top. And if you cut it short like me, okay, we got to get this was my leftover white. So I'm going to try this one more time. So let's leave it at 6 1/4. I'll use that term if that's okay, Tiffany, because I do like creative changes better. Well, I left mine at 6 1/4 because I'm just going to go down about where little past the matting of the book. Okay. See, and that is the size that I determined that we needed when we put down our little unit here. And I need to add adhesive to the 3 sides, 2 short sides and 1 long side. Then put him in. No, we're going to use those from this piece. And I just need to make a note on here because we're going to be putting together more kits, and you get 2 of this one in your kit. And I have to start being responsible, I was told from my new store manager. She told me, my granddaughter, start marking things so that you don't have to go back and wonder what you're supposed to put with it so I can put the kits together. I'm like, I guess I was just told, huh? Thank you so much, Tanya. Now this one I will cut at 6 1/8. Or if you need to trim it down a hair, but that just gives us some extra holding power, some strength to our little tuck pocket. Also, if you're looking for the videos, be sure to, at the top of when you're on my YouTube page, go to the live videos is where you can find everything, or my playlist. So I've been putting everything in a playlist. And also Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Tanya has been moving them into the guides tab. So that helps to find everything. And see, that looks just great. And then we're also going to cut these out here in just a second. Then when I was done, I went back. So you'll have some of the colors left, cardstocks, and then you can mat them with that, or your 65-pound white is fine, or you can even use anything in your stash if you want them to be heavier. I just had used the 65-pound, but this time I'm going to wait and see what I have left from our the textured plain, and I'm going to use that. The dino pocket on one of the little flaps inside. Oh, Tian, been there. I know. And you're like, why did I just do that? Okay, we're going to mat this with our little frogs. And then before we put it down, what we want to do is just put our tags. See, because you can also bring this down a little if you want it to be down just a little bit. I did put it right at the top. And we're going to set the book aside so we can mat this. And again, I used a magnet on the sample, but I found it really doesn't need one. Now, we also want to make sure it's not upside down because it opens this way. Now, if it happens to be upside down and you put it, you're okay still. It'll just raise to the top. So you can also change it if you prefer it raises upwards. But I had it flipped. I had it flipped down so that it goes like that. But the choice is yours. Okay. So we're going to do these two little flaps, and we're going to want the froggies out of our 6x8 paper pad. And I just love our 6x8 paper pad. But it's pretty tight, so just make sure there you go. Work it just a little bit. These are 4 inches. So we're going to go 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. And then I'm going to put the green on the inside from our piece that's left. And if you decide that you're going to use any different color, then you don't want the green in there, I would just wait and add the green or add the color you want on the inside after you're done so that you don't use up too many sheets. So we need 2 4-inch pieces, and this is 8. So I'm just going to cut my 5 3/8. And then 2 3 7/8. Now I did make a post in Scrapbookers. If you like this if you like this paper cutter, it was brought to my attention, and I did do research. Spellbinders makes one. It's white, and it is made by Stampin' Up. And I did, like I said, I Googled, and I went to chat GPT or however you say it. And anyway, it is made by Stampin' Up. So they are coming in. In fact, they already shipped them this morning. I couldn't believe it. So we will have the white ones and the refills. So if you have the Stampin' Up, you will be able to, the blades will be white, but they will fit. So thank you to Bobby, one of our customers. She brought that to my attention. She has one. Okay, let's cut our piece left at 5 3/8. And I think they're the same price almost as the Stampin' Up. So I'm pretty excited. 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. because it really is a nice cutter. I have to say, I do like it. It's the only portable I like. You know, we've had Fiskars for years. I think we've all dealt with the same thing. Sometimes they just didn't seem to cut. Mine didn't seem to cut straight. You may have a really good one. I put right on top of left, so you just want to check and see what side that you want to mat. I mean, that's cute too. What side to trim your. Let's try this again. To round your corners. I think it's a hot tub night tonight, and then straight to bed. You know what? In the early days, I used to think I was going crazy. My papers were so crooked. Finally, my husband took a hold of it and he said, "It's not you. This thing is not, look at, it's not straight." But Fiskars was very good at that time. They did replace it, but they're not so replacement friendly now, I've heard. So I'm excited to get into spellbinders, and we'll see and compare when they get here. I'll do a video and compare it to my Stampin' Up. That green is such a pretty green. It's a frog green. Okay. And it'll start getting thicker, but that's okay. It'll relax. Mine in my book finally did. Get the edges down there. Now it's just fitting better this way. So I'm going to let it however it wants to fit. Yeah, let's get some more glue there. Okay. Book. There we are. Okay, I'm going to turn it upside down so I can see exactly where I am here at the top. And I want to keep it about, I'm going to go about 16th of an inch. You can, on my side, you can see the matting. All right. You can even turn this into a pocket if you'd like. If you were going to turn it into a pocket, I would just stop there. You know what? That might be kind of cute. And then we're going to we will stick some little thingies out. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try this. Just going to make it into a little tuck pocket or add glue to the whole side. That's what I did on the first one. Yeah. And then, because it's cute, I think, when things stick out the top of our books. And we do have so much cute ephemera left, so I think I'm going to do that. I just want to make sure it's secure. I think it was. Needs to relax itself. And then I'm going to spread them out, and that will hold that nice and shut. So I'll put these back in the original book, and let's go ahead and let's just trim the ones for this book. For right now, I'm just going to put them in the album because I will wait to mat them when we get all finished with our pages to see what's left to do our tag matting with. And I just love these great big tags. They're so cute. So I'll just finish this up with my scissors. I'm going to just cut those over the garbage. Okay, I'm going to pop those down into my pocket. We'll get those matted. Now, let's go ahead and add our fun little ephemera pieces. How many of you checked out on Scrapbookers? I put the photos in of the ephemera so that we didn't have to dig through. So for this one, we do have just a little design change. On the original, I had a banner piece, but we won't have that banner piece here. I'll have the sunshine. See, the banner piece was actually in that big floral packet, and I did not add the floral packet to the kit only because, oh my gosh, I only used like 3 or 4 pieces, and the price would have just brought our kit up really high. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to, because we have so much of this ephemera. So Happy Forever goes in there, and we have so much of this that, and we're going to use the flowers instead of a banner piece, or we could even cut our own little banner. And then I had printed that on the front. So the pieces, and I laid them all out on Scrapbookers in photos, and it's up in it's in our photos on the main page. And this is the life. And then I did decided I was going to just add the flowers if you want, with the banner piece on top. Oh, let me open my book. I'm wrong. Did I use that banner piece on? Oh, no, I used this on the front cover. Never mind. I'm going to put that back because that is for the front cover. And let me show you. After I got all of my pieces for the cover and all of our pages, do you guys see what is left? Isn't this just crazy? We have so many fun things left. So we are going to choose something else to put in there with our banner. So I do have to get back inside here. Perfect. So I'm going to take this little basket with our bluebird because he's perfect. And then I don't have to go digging through everything while we're live. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to start playing with our foam dots. But I didn't use, and you'll see in your kit, you have some foam. So you'll have a combination, and I'm going to use these that aren't quite so so thick. Gosh, don't hurt myself when I talk, huh? Sorry. Time for the garbage. And also, I didn't decorate this, but we will. When we come back and do our tags, we'll do that fun decorating too. And this is the life. And I don't know, maybe we don't need him. That is cute. So I also say, if we're not sure, Tian, after I got them all sorted, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower. After I got them sorted, it only took me about 25 minutes to sort them out. There, I like that better. And I'm going to put my little birdie in the basket on top with my foam. And I really do, when I'm doing a tutorial for you guys, I hate digging in, trying to find what I'm looking for. Even if I try to set them aside, something happens. And I would just want everything to go as smooth as possible for you. And then reuse your envelopes. We're going to reuse them. We will save them for other pieces of ephemera. There we go. So that's going to be just my little pocket there. And this one, excuse me, we don't do anything with, but we are going to do the back. So we want to go ahead and remove the back. And you know, that's one thing I don't want to do because they're going to start falling out. So I'll just grab my book. So we are going to take our photo mats that we created yesterday. And we cut these last night. And this is your 4x6. So you'll want your 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 white. Ooh. We got glue will fix that. And we are going to remember those little strips. I said, don't throw those away. I did use a little strip here at the bottom. And if for some reason you threw your little strip away, that's okay, because we're just going to cut another one. And it's 1/2 inch by 6. Okay. And then we'll just grab our envelope for page 1 and 2. I'll have that handy. And then we're going to cut this. Ooh, the camera went a little wonky. Then we're going to cut it at 6 inches. Let's just cut it just a hair over 6. We can trim it onto the page. Tian, where did it show up? Was it on the floor? I bet on your shirt sleeve. Oh, how funny. I've done that. I've gotten upstairs and had things stuck to my clothes. I had foam dots stuck to my clothes. It was hilarious. I did that and once with magnets. Oh my gosh, looked and looked and looked, and they got stuck to the base of the lamp, and I didn't find them for weeks. And that was the funniest. It was one of my very first tutorials. It was hilarious. Okay, 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. So I'm going to just put this on first. I'm just going to use my lines here on my mat. So about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. And it's too long, so that's okay. I can just trim it. We're going to add, I want to add this first so that it's 2, 3. And you know, I should get out my spacers. Ooh. I didn't check my supply of foam dots before I started. Might have to grab some because this isn't going to do it. Nope, it's not. Need one more. Oh no. You guys, I hope Lexi didn't take my foam squares to the warehouse. This will not be good. Oh goodness. Hold that thought. I have a problem. Sorry. Hold on. I've got to go to one more place. Oh, oof. Okay. She took most of them though, but I've got a couple. I have to remind her. Oh my gosh, don't take my foam. I'll go into panic. These are a little different, but they'll work. I'm telling you, I can't work without them anymore. They're my favorite. So for this photo mat, we're popping this up. Well, she's finishing up the kits in the warehouse so that she could have them there for shipping tomorrow. And I told her, yeah, they're going to need some foam squares. I didn't tell her to take every foam square I own. She's learning. She's doing so good. Okay. Now this, we're going to off center. We're going to have about about 3/8 of an inch. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of eyeball that you have, a nice border there. And then in our envelope, I don't know why I sealed it. We have, isn't this so cute? The garden spot is going down here. And we have a bee. We have a bee and hearts. I even got out the little hearts because I'll tell you, they're a booger. So all of this is going to be for our next page. Isn't that adorable? He will kind of tuck under our page right there. And our garden spot, we are going to pop up on our foam. So I need foam on the bottom and on this side. Where my finger is basically where I don't want foam. And you need to use the same size that you put on your photo mat. Okay. They still have that on there. Sometimes they'll come for our class kits without, and you can use this foam, the strips, and make your own, but I like it without. It just is easier to grab. So I was thinking with that saying garden spot, just a cute photo because we've planted the garden's planted, and then when it comes up, I bought, get this, pink sunflowers this year. I'm excited to see what they do. They're pink sunflowers. I got them on Amazon seeds, and that would be so pretty in this one. So I'll have to show you guys when they come up. Oh, I forgot. See this little leg? If you have some of these little ones, it is good to support these little pieces. And I did just get the tiny ones in. I think we have some in the warehouse, but for me, I just got some small ones in. And then that helps that not get bent up. Okay. Then I just have the pink, a yellow, and an orange heart. And I'm just going to randomly put them down here. Whoops. I'm going to put my pink in the center and an orange and a yellow on each side. I haven't either, Tomalee, and I was on Amazon. Or no, I saw somebody else somewhere, and they said they had gotten them on Amazon last year. And so I ordered some. And just go to Amazon and look for pink sunflowers. They're seeds, and I can't wait for them to bloom. Okay, let's just glue down our little friend here. We want that cover page to stick out. Okay, that one is done. Let's go ahead and take out. And then we'll have that little cute journaling spot on the back. But we're going to start here. And we want to take this piece and cut 6 by 8. Okay, how many of you are now looking up pink sunflowers? Because they're so pretty. Let me know if you are and tell me what you think. And 6 inches. So 6 by 8. And we didn't cut, so we're going to cut this here. And it's going to be 4 by 6. And we'll cut our center in a second. But we're going to cut from our plaid. Goodness. Four by 6. And then we have this little center strip here, and it is going to, get back here. We don't want those to fall. It is going to be 4 inches by 6 inches. Let me double check. Let's check our. Well, of course they're going to bark. It is. It comes from our 6x8 paper pad. Oh yeah, it's the, because I didn't, you don't need 2 of these. Yes, aren't they beautiful? So if you need another one of these, just get another 6x8 paper pad. I promise you don't need it. I mean, we don't need it for this book, but here's your decisions. Do you want it to be, well, they're going to start with pink anyway, so it really won't matter if you cut top or bottoms. The way, see, these were designed was pretty cool. So you can use it in a layout and then they continue on. That's pretty nice. So I cut my 4x6. Did I just cut this the wrong way? No, I did not. Oh goodness, guys. I need a nap, right? Okay, so this little guy's going to go down first. And they're not expensive, Tian. Actually, I bought quite a few last year. And I told my husband, no, just plant them all. Because he puts them around his garden. And then let me show you. So you can kind of see how these go together. Because we're using that same pattern of flowers there. Okay, and we want to come up 2 inches from the bottom. Let me just get a let's do this the right way. So I get them on here straight. So these are just my 1-inch spacers. This does have a direction to it. I noticed the butterflies. They're your directions, so it shows them up, going straight up. My 4x6, and then your white matting is going to be the 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, now one thing you'll notice when we have the pages like this, I usually do one side, so you'll have a left and a right side, the front and the back of your page. I usually do one side if it's going to be up on foam, even though we could do this one up on foam because the other one is in a plastic sleeve. But I don't like them I like to have one flat, one foam, one flat, one foam most of the time because it gives us more. It doesn't make that page so fat when they come together, and then it also won't catch on each other. So let's just lay these out first to make sure everything is going to fit. So page 1 and 2, now I can put that away. Well, 1 and 2 does not have a frog. Okay, we'll put him aside. He must come on. Oh, he is. He's on the back side, so we do want the froggy. Okay. We have choose happy, so that's where we want to make sure choose happy will fit. And isn't this adorable? Then you have the birdhouse. So this we really want to make sure is going to fit. Let's bring this over so it comes over the edge of the paper a little bit. And I'll do this one first. I'm going to put this one I did put foam on. And then we'll put this one down flat. Okay. And we'll just center things. Now this one I'm going to put on my not so thick foam, so my pages together won't be too thick. So go all across the top here and kind of on the side. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She really left me naked without my phone. She left my drawer empty. Okay, I won't have to get up again. We're good. We're stocked now. And one more there. Let's check her. Oh, yeah, we'll be fine up here on the birdie. Okay, I need one more. Okay, all ready for our photos. Super cute. Okay, let's turn it over. And we're going to start with our, we're going to start with our 6x8 paper pad. I didn't check that last night. We could have put that down. So we want the yellow polka dots and the sunshine. I just love that tealish green with the yellow. It's so pretty. And we've been cutting on our 6x8 paper pad. I mean our 12x12 paper pad. So I want to cut out this one. Now, if you happened to cut, if you had cut in, when you cut into this, that's why you have two. Take it, because we need the door from the second sheet. And so, and we're going to use most of these. So go ahead and just either your full 12x12, or if you, that's why I had checked it. If you checked it before you cut it, when we just now cut, what did we cut? We cut something. Oh, that photo mat. Then you, one side had a light pink and one side had this one. So we're going to cut this one. And then we want to grab our little folder here. And you, yeah, we're going to have to trim it. So I'm just going to take, because it's 8 inches. And this is, it's marked at 16th. So I'm going to take a 16th of an inch from each side, so it'll come out to be 7 7/8. And I'm going to do the same with the 3-inch side. I'm just going to go to 2 7/8. It depends on how close you got to borders. So I'll just take it down to 2 7/8. I won't cut both sides, just one. And it comes out to be 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. So that's a perfect fit. And then on the inside, I'm going to use the pink side. Yeah. This last piece that we have are the two that we're going to use. So let's cut 2 7/8. And we need to cut, 7 7/8. And the same with the mint. 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. Okay, we'll need our sticker sheet also, because we're going to use this cute little border. Strip. Oh goodness. They bark and it scares me to death. So I want this green one. And I love Doodlebug stickers because they go edge to edge. So great. And we're going to cut this at 7 7/8. Or you can put it on the page and trim it, whichever you prefer to do. So we have all that handy. Then we have our little froggy. And we will come back after we trim Remember, I talked about this one last night. After we cut that with our circle punch to make a thumb hole, we're gonna come back and add it to that door. Okay, we'll go ahead and mat the booklet. And this we're going to actually turn it into a tuck pocket. Okay, mint to the right side and pink to the left. And believe it or not, this is kind of directional. Or I think it is, because you've got flowers that are pointing up on the stems. And that's what I went by. And let's just burnish that side really well. Grab our page. And it is 5/8 of an inch from the edge so that we have room for our little sticker. So I'm just going to line it up with the polka dots. And it doesn't have to be exact. So I just have that row of dots I'm going to use. And then when I turn this over, so I'll leave this edge open for tucking little things in there if you want. And add enough adhesive there so that you got good hold on the sides. So I found my row of dots here. This is just happy colors. What can we say? It's so pretty. So now I'm going to turn it sideways, and we're going to put our border strip on the side. There we go. You'll have two little things there. think I did mine a little bit short. So I'll make sure to center it. There, I just tucked it down under that edge, just a tiny bit that it would go. We needed a frog. Okay, let me show you. So on your 6x8 paper pad, these were left at the end. We use one whole sheet and then we'll have another one. And I use those in our pockets. And then these I didn't pull. I don't need that one. Oh, they're over here. So these little circles I did not use in the book. The other one, like I said, I did not use the floral pad. I mean the floral. There was a whole thing. It would, because you know what, for $8 to use 4 of them, I just couldn't see that. We have so much to play with here. And I loved these. So the other one, I just stuck flowers. Now you do have some floral left. I'm just showing you some ideas. So I'm going to go with this one. But you could even have some plants. We're going to glue those down. They're not like in the pocket per se. And those are pretty cute too. We've got another cactus that can be used. You know, I think I'm going to use those. Those are pretty cute. Or we got a hairy cactus, but it's yellow on yellow. So, and I've got a pink teacup. But there's pink in the middle, so I'm going to use orange. Those I'm going to glue down, and then these will just slide in there with them. Okay. So I'm going to lay these flat. Tiffany, did your order come yet with the bee in it? Because I'm excited to see what you make. I know it's going to be cute. Okay, and then when we're all done, we'll just stick our little tags in there. Super cute. The sun's out. We're going into the flower shop, and see, there's some cactus there. I just love it. They match our little, there's the one with the cup. There's our pink matches. And then we even have the blue one. So I think that looks really cute. And again, you have so much fun stuff left over. You can choose what you want to put in there. Nice journal spot so that you can, you know, tell your story. Photos. Super cute. That one, oh my gosh, we're done with that one. See, once you get started on these, they are so fun. And I don't know about you, but I love them. I love to watch them grow. and get thicker and thicker. Okay, let's grab our 6x8 paper pad and let's knock everything on the floor while we're at it. Let me pull it to the back. All righty. So what we want, it looks like, I'm going to go with the 2 right here. Oh, yeah, we already took that out. Look at that. It was ready. So we're going to cut these 2 apart at 4 inches. Oh, and then we need our 6x8 right here, the very last one, because we're going to use the pink one. Okay. Make sure I get that. Well, I'm going to cut it anyway. So I'm going to cut these all apart, so we don't really have to do anything else. And you can cut them by hand or in your cutter, and then that's just a really good piece to keep until we're done, in case we cut anything too short. We'll just put it down there and make sure it lines up in the groove. I'll cut that by hand. All right, love that. Oh, thank you. You're going to love all the pages in the book you make because it's just so happy. Okay, so the green and the orange one I put in the pocket across. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim these and then pop them in that little page we just now created. You know, I'll get that better. Pink one we'll put aside. The coral we're going to pop into that page we just finished. Great for journaling. Now we're going to use the pink in the pocket. And then we want a couple of photo mats to give you an idea. So we already cut, and it should be 5.5 by 3.5. So we'll want our 5.5 by 3.5 white one, 3.5 by 5.5 actually. Okay. And oh, then we want the mint. Or did we already use our mint? Did we not cut enough mints? There it is. It's also the 3.5 by 5.5 we cut last night. So let's start with, so I didn't do anything to the front, didn't need to. Great for journaling, and we're just going to add this to the back. And then we will add around ephemera to the top on the plastic. I'm going to send this dog to somebody out there too in TV land. Hi, Leslie, because he still has the same gas he had last night. And I'm telling you, he's sound asleep and he's laying here happy as a lark and I'm dying. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I do love making them, but I know I do have to make regular mini albums. But, you know, our designers do that too. They're great at it. But I have been getting a lot of, are you going to make mini albums again? I'm like, I don't know. Probably not. I love this too much. Okay, if you're going to, you'll notice this is a little bit short, possibly. And that's okay because we're going to put this right on top. I glue this down because I'm hooked on making these. It's, you know what, it's just fun to be able to play with all the ephemera, I think, and it reminds me of my paper doll fanatic days when I was younger. I was little. Oh my Lord. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Let me tell you, I don't know, Monica, have you ever had a beagle? I never had this problem with him till these vegetables he's been eating. He's going to kill me. Oh, thank you. Yes, they are. I'm proud to say we have such fabulous designers, and they are so giving of everything they do. I can't tell you how wonderful they are because you guys already know. We're going to pop this down into the page so that it's facing out front, and then we're going to get our ephemera pieces. There is one I know I did not pull. It's a little snug, but that's okay. So pocket pages. I don't think it's in here. I didn't pull those. Wait a minute. I had to have. No, because it was only 2 pieces. So those ones I did not pull. We're going to put him back. And what I'm looking for is, it is one of our round circles. So sorry, I'm going to have to dig for just a second because I didn't pull these 2. And maybe I did pull them and I'm not realizing it. Okay, let's take a double look here. These are for our next couple of pages. Yes, there's going to be a lot of ephemera. So, oh, I know why I didn't pull them. Grab your sticker sheets. You guys, sometimes there is too much. Yeah, grab your sticker sheets. We used Wonderful You. And you're going to want to use something else. You don't want to just have the sticky from your stickers. I like the glue dots, or you can use your glue, but they do require some dry time. So this is going to go on the outside on the plastic sleeve. And I'm finding these glue dots, they don't come up, let me tell you. And then we want, the thing is, the little sticker we're putting on the outside too. The thing is, if you want to move them, well, you're not gonna, because they're not coming up. Okay, from our sticker sheet. And it only takes a couple because you've already got some sticky on there. But if you want it permanent, then you want those. Okay, let's put that one back in our book. And now the pocket page with our doors. Super, super cute. This is where one of our little tags go, and we're going to use our, what are these things called? They are called Bitty Bugs Shape Sprinkles, but they're so cute. Okay, let's grab our 6x8 paper pad. We're going to put this whole, we're just going to use this. And then you want your sticker sheet again. We want the border on the bottom. Or not on the bottom. We want the border on the top that's pink. Okay, I can leave that there now. And don't forget, you need to subscribe to all of our channels, designers, because yeah, they have such fabulous stuff. You do not want to miss any of their tutorials. Okay, your pocket is 3 inches. So we're going to make our first cut at 2 7/8 by 6. So what I did is, because I wanted this down in here just a hair, I'm going to bring it just to the top, and see, this is where this is going to come across. And then we'll put the butterflies down here at the bottom. Actually, I really love this page. It comes out, I think, really cute with the flowers and the birds. So the first cut was 2 7/8. Oh, I should have cut it 5 7/8. Sorry. Whoops, we want it 5 7/8. Now I'm gonna have to wash my cutter, but that's okay. I wanted more of a border on the sides. Now, what's super nice, Doodlebugs are gusseted. They have a gusset on your pocket, so you're going to get quite a bit of stuff in there. This needs to go down first before we put that border strip. And let me show you. It just barely goes into the pocket. Okay, let's go ahead and cut our border strip. Now I'm going to take it just a hair over 6. want to make sure it's wide enough. And we're going to take it all the way to the top. And then if I need to, I'll just trim it. Okay. Oh, okay, Sandra. Let me see. Well, Tanya, she can pop on over. I think if she's on her, I don't know if she's, she works long and hard for me and you guys. And so if she's there, she'll pop over and approve you. If not, I will in just a second, because really check out the group. Go up into the albums for video, for files, and go just check out the whole board. Files has a lot of our tutorials, and check out the files. We've got written tutorials. They're free, guys, and you're just gonna love it. It has so much information and fun stuff that we share with you. Thank you, Tanya, and we love to have you guys in the group because it's such a fun group. Okay, let's grab envelope. I put pocket page because this is a pocket page on mine, and it's 4 and 5. So I started combining the pages when I realized I'm using an awful lot of envelopes, but it makes it so much easier. Okay, first one I want is our bouquet of flowers from the ephemera pack, and it's going to extend over the top. Whoops, that goes on our next page. A beautiful day. So I just put that over the top there. And day is going to be the cursive. So we want to lay everything out first so we make sure it all fits. Then we need a yellow birdie. Oh, again, you'll notice your birdies, mine's going to go the opposite direction. That's okay. I tend to do that. So he's going to go this way instead of that way. There is another birdie, but I grabbed the wrong one. And then I need the banner piece. Okay, let me see. Get these put away really quick. I'm not seeing my one banner piece. It's okay. We'll grab him off my tray. We'll use those in a second. It says warm your heart. It's the curved ones. There it is. I didn't grab that one. Okay. You warm my heart comes here at the top. Oh, we need our froggy. Was there another? There should have been another froggy in there. Yeah, I'm just going to leave these out because we're going to use them on the next couple of pages. There's our frog. There. So. Okay, so I want the bouquet to extend over the top. So you will only need glue here at the bottom. I am too, Sandra, and that's I can't. Don't give me a written tutorial because I will be totally lost. Okay, and then beautiful goes down next. Well, some tutorials. There are some that are written really well and super easy to follow. But for the most part, I'm like that too. I want to see it being created. And day. So my little birdie only needs half. I'll put him between the F and the U, kind of wider spot there. And let's pop Mr. Froggy up on some foam. You know what my husband tells me, Leslie? He says, you only do tutorials because you have to be talking to somebody all the time, don't you? I says, well, yeah, it keeps me from bugging you. He's just kidding, but it's true. I am a talker. Oh, let's not put him on crooked. And our let's see, what's on the back here? On the stripes. There should be one more, a coral one. Or did we cut that? You guys, we didn't use that for a photo mat, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, well, it's here somewhere. So we have one more, and it's floating around here someplace. You should have this colored one. Okay, so I will wait until he pops up. He will pop up. And then I took one of our enamels, the little bee, this one here, and popped him in the center. So for right now, I'll just put him back in my first book, and then we will find it. Oh, really? See, and I have to be talking all the time. Okay, let's turn this over. Oh, this is such a cute one. Okay, we have the door, so we want that second sheet of cut apart. Then we have some really cute little buggies. And then we have our mushrooms in here and best day. So, oh, and there's some flowers. I missed those. Cut apart sheet, our second one that has the door, the one we just cut into. We want to cut our door out. And we do use, I believe, a couple more in here, but until we get there, I'm just going to strategically cut that out. Make sure I wrote down. I did. See this gray? I did cut that out because you want it for the length, and we're going to cover it though. It's the threshold. Okay, once you get it, because this is a little bit harder to see. There we go. Almost. Well, I didn't mean to do that. But it's okay. Now, the door. I didn't want to cut my back matting until I knew the size of my door. And I did use, let me show you. I used the clouds for the back of the door to make the matting. I have to show you. We're going to actually we're going to use those clouds, and we're going to use white. You can't see it. It blends in with the door, but it made it look bigger. And so we'll be cutting that from those scraps that we have. And you have quite a few of them, of these smaller ones when we were cutting. This is from the heavier cardstock. It's your felt. And then see, that way our cute clouds show up in the back. No magnet. It's heavy enough. It seems to hold just fine. So the first one we want to cut is from this. This is the clouds. So I measured my door. Mine was right on 3, and it's just a hair over 5. So I'm going to cut this at 3 1/4. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut this at 3. How about we measure 3 1/2? I'm pretty sure. Yep. I ended up cutting that one at 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. Now, when I did the 5 1/2, I went not quite to 5/8. I just went a 1/16 of an inch over, so it was a little bit longer. Now, see, we're going to put the white back there, and then it's going to make our door just like so much bigger. And then the white piece will be the 3 1/4, and it's just a little over 5 1/4. So if you cut along with me, now if you don't have the heavier one, that's okay too. You can use your white matting cardstock that you have left over, the 65 pound. So let's put that aside for a minute. Oh, and we do need to then mat. We are going to mat the pages. So I'm going to take a little bit off of my cloud so it looks more symmetrical. Just going to take 1/8 of an inch off. Okay, that's better. And we'll add our layers here. Seeing it makes our door look bigger. Let's go ahead and add our adhesive. Making sure this you don't want upside down. So make sure your little clouds are not upside down. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We're not live. I'm not live. But Thursday, remember, we have 2. I'll be live in the morning, and then I'll be live in the evening. And if we don't get our album done, we will continue on Friday evening. But we will have it done. And everything's recorded. So if you don't have the kit yet, you can, the recording will be there for you. Okay, so we want to go ahead and mat the doors. And for that, we're going to use it's a floral right here with the green on the back. starting to get loose, and it's going to be like perfect. Okay, so we just need to take an eighth. Well, I'm going to take quite an eighth. I just put it in the groove, and I'm going to take that glue top off. Okay, let me check my length. I think I'm going to take just a little bit more because I want more of the coral to show. But just a little. Now our door should be 3 inches by 8. So we want to now take from the long side 2 7/8. And so they continue. And then see our flowers. See, they'll match up. Around our corners. I didn't map the inside of these. You certainly can, but I thought this is really nice texture paper, the Doodlebug texture. It is nice to write on. Or just add your photos. My granddaughter's the one that works with us. Her boyfriend's from what they call Spring City, Utah. Well, his family is. You need to look up Spring City, Utah. Beautiful historical town. There's no Walmarts or nothing. It's not allowed to go in. In fact, they own the storehouse. It's called the storehouse. You know, Utah's very LDS. It's called the storehouse. It was Donny Osmond's house, one of their early homes. There's still some pictures down in this basement. I've shown pictures in our group before. And his family owns that. Well, this weekend is the historical, where you can go in through all the historical homes. And you get to see people open up their old Victorian homes. And they're, oh my gosh. So we went at Christmas, beautifully decorated. And his family actually lives in Virginia. So his mom and dad's flying in, and the grandparents live there in Spring City, Utah. And I thought this would be the cutest album, because I've got pictures of them in front of, well, they'll be getting married there and in a barn across the street from their storehouse. But I thought, how cute at the old Victorian houses and that weekend. And I've got some other pictures from Christmas, and then letting him give it to his mom, because this paper just, it just is home. You know, it's so pretty. Be happy. And so I want to put some of the photos in here for him. And I thought that this would be really cute. Okay, and let's put our door down. Now we want to center it, but you only want to glue the left-hand side. You want to go about half. Such a pretty paper. So this would be a really pretty home, somebody's new home, or their first home, or your summer pictures. You got to make 2. You have to keep one for yourself. Now see, the weight just holds that down nicely. Okay, now from the chit chat, you want to have the best day. So I did cover the threshold, and it is a little bit longer, so I didn't put glue on the ends. It does stick out just a little bit, and I brought it up to cover that gray. So have the best day ever. And let's go ahead and open this up. And this is also from the chit chat. We're going to put best day here. I think I'm going to bring it, I think I might bring it up a little higher. And then we want our mushrooms, our little happy mushrooms. This is, you know what? The original one has the frog. There's another one of these. There's a frog and a snail. And I put them in the wrong envelope, but it's okay because I'm going to put the frog on our back page. I'm going to use this one with the little snail. And then best day. So the kit comes with Chit Chat and this and that, I think it's called. Okay, I didn't grab a worm. So that's, let me get rid of those. That's all my Chit Chat. And the ephemera, here we go. So we have some little bugs. Actually, we have quite a few little bugs. So you have quite a few little things left. There he is. And I didn't grab my little worm. My little worm is going to go here. And then, guys, I'm glad we're not crafting together in my room because I'm telling you, you'd get up and leave right now. That dog is just terrible. I've got to go get some probiotics for this little mutt. He's not a mutt, but okay. So I did put some flowers before, and oh, I did grab the flowers. I think I did. You guys, oh, good night, Tomali. Yeah, we got one more page. You know what? I don't know. We can't use that. So a couple of the flowers, after a while, you'll be like, oh my gosh, these guys all look the same. So we can add a little mushroom. We're just going to add something there in the corner. We're doing a little design change here from the original. We got little birdies, a bunch of little flowers, but I'm going to go with the mushroom because it matches our little guy inside. And then we're going to want these cuties. And the little mushroom. This is not a mushroom, sorry. This is a worm. And he's just all about the flowers. Okay, so let's open our shape sprinkles, the bitty bugs. And they're like an enamel, so they're really nice. And I took this little butterfly. He's kind of a coral. He is coral, not kind of. And then a bee. And I took this bee with his wings to the right. A little glue on those antennas. And look how stinking cute the firefly is. You know, Utah's super humid. I mean, we're not humid, so we don't have fireflies here because they like humidity. And let's put one more firefly over here. And lots of cute little visitors to the house. There we go. Okay, we're done. We've got one more page tonight to do. And then Thursday we will continue on. We're going to work on this one that we did. And the back side. So this one is on the divider that is the mint color right here. And we want to double check, but I think I used the 12 by 12. Yes. So for this one, we want the 12 by 12 with the pink on pink background. And it has the butterflies on the front. We're also going to use that for photo mats, the pink. Okay, so where'd my ruler go? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, let me get a different ruler. That's crazy. It got up and left. Okay. So this one's so huge, my quilting. There we go. So we want a 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. Turn this over and cut 4 7/8. And 6 7/8. Then we're going to cut. We'll just go ahead and cut. We want 2, but we'll only get 1 from there because our photo mats are going to be 3 by 4. We might get 2. No, we won't because we need to watch the direction. And we're going to cut 2, but we want to go ahead and cut. We're going to cut butterflies. Not butterflies. Let me show you something. Did I? No, that's too little. We want 7/8 of an inch for that little hinge. We're going to use these butterflies, and then it will be 6 7/8. So where this is directional, but I don't want to cut all this paper. I'm going to put it in because it's going to be directional. We're going to cut it at 4 inches and then 3 inches. You know, we could have gotten both from there. That's okay. And we don't do in here, we did those lines, but we put a cute word there. And then let's go ahead. This is going to go on that hinge, but we want to round those corners. Yeah, check your directional. And photo mats. I did round all 4 corners. You know what, Sandra? I don't get it. I lose my ruler every live. Ask the girls. It's either my ruler or my glue's going crazy on me. You know, my glue gun still doesn't work, so I'm not happy about that. I swear they make crafting tools to break. They really do. Okay, we need 2 white photo mats from our cuttings yesterday, and they are going to be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And you want to. Okay, I'm not going to put that back on. And you want to round the corners. I'm going to do it over my garbage can. Okay, let's go ahead and mat the photo mats. And then we can get everything glued down, and we'll do this back. And that's where we're going to end for the evening. Thursday, I'll be live. Is it 10 or 11? I need to double check our schedule. And then I think it's 10. And then Thursday also at 5:30 p.m. And if we're not done, we will move into Friday evening. Okay, we're ready. Okay, stop for just a second because I think I put that under. Yes. Sticker sheet. And I found my ruler. It was under my sticker sheet. Okay, so I took these 2 because there's nothing on the back. We need to back them together. So I have the plaid one and the pink one. And I'm going to put this down about in the center. So right now I'm just going to add adhesive to the edge there. All right, it's going to open this way. So I'm just eyeballing the center. We want it down first, and then we'll cover a little bit of it with the cardstock. Okay, then we'll put this on top. Okay, we want to match them together. Sandra, what brand is it? Because I have a glue pen. Mine is though it's a Ryobi. I can't figure out how to make it work. I cannot. It's like the handle or something's backwards. I don't know. I'm sure it's just me. Okay. Okay. This is going to go, see, on top. I would really like one of those, you know, like the mini size that's precision. Now, my cordless one from We Are Memory, all of a sudden it's not going to work anymore, it said. So, not happy with the little guy. Because it was my favorite glue gun. I mean, I do use it a lot, but it still should be working. I'll have my husband take it apart. Pure Bonder is the brand. Okay. Well, we'll have to see how that does. 4.6 stars is pretty good. Okay, let's get to our white photo mats. Now this one is the 3.5. We have the 3.5 by 4.5, and the green piece behind it, I didn't cut that. Or is it 3.5 by? No, it's 3.5 by 4.5. There it is, and we only have one. Yeah, it's around those corners. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a super tiny tip, and I don't want it to just fall out everywhere. Okay, green. And I took our scrap piece right here. See this little guy? That little scrap piece we just got cut is about 2 3/8 of an inches. Excuse me. And we're going to cut this down to 4. So I'm just going to cut that at 4. We're going to round the corners. Because it needed more color. So I'd written on there the 3.5 by 4.5. Okay, good. So my 3 by 4 pictures will go in there great. And we are going to just offset that. And do some laying down here to make sure first. Needs to stay on the door. There we go. Oops. And then this trio of flowers is probably down too far. And then our little banner that I overlooked, it says Mayflowers. I guess I didn't grab it. I don't know how I overlook things. Or is that, wait a minute, that's a sticker sheet. That's why. I keep forgetting about those. Right here. We're going to use the Mayflowers. Okay. Once you get things where you want it. Just kind of rub our glue back there, right? Okay. And let's glue the whole thing down. Okay, our little sun, bring him over just here and let some green show. We don't want to have any glue down here at the bottom because we want to slide our photo back there. So we're just going to do the top half. And then the flowers, same thing. We just want to glue the bottom half so our photo will fit in there nicely. So cute. These graphics are adorable. And then Mayflowers. And that's going to tie in the green so nice. And then we're going to have a little worm. I think I'll have him going. You notice you have him going and coming. So I'll have him going towards the flowers. Okay, isn't that just adorable? Okay, let's flip that open. And on this side, we want Always Smiling from the Chit Chat pack. Okay, these photo mats that we've already prepared, we need to lay them down. The first one we'll glue down all the way. This one, we'll leave that open for our picture. Then I am going to take my butterfly. You can cut it, or we're going to just tuck him back there. And then we have our birdhouse. Oh, I need to grab some grass. And we have the cutest little grass pieces. So I put the grass pieces, I put flowers, butterflies, and birds. And you can see you're going to have a ton left when we do the sorting, because we need grass here. Okay. So get a good eyeball there where it's going to go, or mark it with your pencil. What I do is I look at the little people, or not little people, the little characters, and then I see, because I wanted it at the edge of the butterfly, and I had a little orange buggy that goes across. So that's how I kind of get my placement. So before I put that down again, I just want to double check my birdhouse. That looks good. And again, see, there's my mushroom, so I know that corner needs to go there. But I do not want glue in this area that covers the upper photo mat. There's my little mushroom. Oh, I forgot to hurry and tuck him underneath there. So he won't go under as far. Whoops. Wanted him under the photo. So we'll just push it there. Okay, I had kind of put him further in, but that's okay. That's very cute. Now when we place this down, same thing. Anywhere it touches a photo, we don't want glue. So this top half, We don't want glue. And then the grass. Oh, I think I used a smaller grass. This one. See, they're different lengths. Oh, well, all his birdie friends came out. Super cute and springy. Okay, let's do the back side, and then we're going to bed. We have 2 photo mats. We have 2 different sizes. Let me show you. Then we have our border. This is going to come from the sticker sheet. But we have a pink butterfly. It's a little different. The one I grabbed, sunshine, happy. And so this photo mat is larger than this photo mat. This one is going to be our 3 1/4 that we cut all these last night. 3 1/4 by 5 3/4. No, it's not. How about I read my ruler? 4 3/4. Is that the top one? Nope, that's too big. Okay, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. There we go. Now our top one is 3 1/2. Should be 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. Nope, 3 1/2 by 5. And borders. Oh, I already cut those. Right here. Okay, this is 5 inches. So I want this one here. We're going to cut it at 5 inches. So don't go all the way through. Just go through. Be careful. You know, the art glitter glue likes to, I call it shedding. It drives me crazy. If you don't wipe your fingers off really good. Again, let's just lay everything down first. It didn't cut very well, apparently. Ooh. Okay. I'll just erase. My 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I want to place my sunshine actually first. This will sit underneath there. And this side is not, it's not slippery like the other side, so it doesn't want to, nothing wants to move. And then we've got a border strip underneath there. So we need room for that. And I did off center them a little bit. And then we'll have our butterfly on the end. This is from your chit chat, the words. We only glue that part. So what I'm going to do, lay this down first. And you're going to bring it down about 3/8 of an inch from the top. I just glued the wrong side. Erase my pencil. Now I just want to add adhesive to the top. So my photo will slide right underneath there. And that will go right to the top of your page. No, put our photo under there. Sticker. Okay, perfect. Okay, then the bottom photo mat. Whoops. Now the happy, let's just do maybe 1/4 of it because we want it to not be glued on the photo mat, of course. From your sticker sheet, I'm going to take this pink polka dot heart. And let's put our butterfly up on foam. Oh, well, we went over. I'm sorry. I was supposed to end at 8 o'clock. Well, that's okay. There we go. And I love it when our book it starts to come to life. And it's just a lot of fun. We have our little things there. I have to find my tag for that one. Making sure I didn't leave anything off. I did not. So if you are waiting for your kit, don't worry. Videos are going to be here and you guys can access them. But your kits, like I said, everything will ship out again tomorrow. We're shipping more kits. So Thursday, oh yeah, that'll be morning. Oh yeah, we'll be doing just great for Friday, on Thursday. So we might even get done Thursday. Thank you guys for joining me, and sorry I was late tonight. And when we get back, oh yeah, we got lots of fun stuff to build, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, and there's our other 2 tags. Okay, I will see you then on Thursday morning. Have a great day tomorrow, and I have to get some work done. Bye-bye, guys. Sleep tight.